Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Swordflight. Alright. So, my hope is I can search out all the sewers here and probably visit most of the merchants, well, all of the merchants, in the Merchant District before this episode's out. There's stuff to do in the Merchant District as well, because they have their own sewer system. I should probably take cover. I don't think I have any kind of resistance or immunity to Stinking Cloud. I do have a pretty solid fortitude resistance. Yeah, I can probably tank it, no problem. Most of it. Yeah, 11, so I have to roll a 1. Which isn't... Yeah, that happens. Immediately roll a 1. Alright, let's back out of the cloud. At least dazing doesn't prevent me from moving. Which sort of means I can keep them on the move. Six each. Not a ton. I've already leveled up, right? No, this'll level me up. Awesome. Ow! Really? Saw one of these guys miss with a 19, and then one of them rolls a 20. Hoping to get through this unscathed. Now, most of the loot in the sewers is not the best. Hard to be surprised. People aren't going to throw most of their good stuff into the sewers. Alright, so this time, I believe I'm going up as a druid. Yep. Heal? Lore? Is it lore that I'm putting up with it? Wait a minute. Not spellcraft, not persuade. Maybe it was lore. I really want to have a good enough animal empathy to use it. Yes! Trackless step. Plus 4 confidence bonus to hide, move silently in wilderness. Ranger level 1, druid level 3. Okay, that's pretty neat. But cleave. Thank goodness. Charm person or animal, bull strength, good one. Blood frenzy. Enters a rate similar to that of a barbarian, plus 2 bonus to strength constitution, plus 1 to will saves, minus 1 to AC. Okay, so it's like a little weaker barbarian rage. Duration, around a level. Does mine last around a level? I don't know. 2d6 points of fire damage, plus 1d6 per 3 caster levels above 3. One with the land, that's a nice one. Plus 4 competence to animal empathy, hide, move silently, and set trap. It's really only the animal empathy that'd be handy, but it's an hour level, which is pretty cool. It's a turn a level, hold animal. Okay, so I think I gotta take bull strength and bark skin, just off the bat. Those two are hour level, solid bonuses, so I'm gonna hang on to those. I'm not used to playing a druid. Probably be some time before I am. I doubt I'm going to be doing much hiding, if any. I don't plan. I mean, some barbarians focus on stealth, as do some druids, and I think there's obviously value in it. But I don't think that's going to be my style of barbarian play in here. Alright, so this will take us directly over. Yeah, you can travel through the sewers the same way you can travel through the city, as long as you know where you're going. Which does remind me, I am going to need to make a stop at Rajar's hideout. Since I'm true neutral, my arrival there could go either way. But if I go there in the first place, before turning the paper over to the authorities. Placard, beware of the dog. Yes, this is under the Zakar estate. Loot. Oh, that'd be the dog. He's fast. And I'm terrible. Is it blindness, right? Yeah, blindness. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let him kill me and then I'll give it another shot, maybe buff a bit. I should rest at some point down here. Get some of my nice spells in. I could use this while I'm down here. Now that I have Bull Strength, and this is level 3. Yeah, so I can cast that once a day, this same level. Roll a 1 immediately, of course. I only have a 17 AC. I thought I had better than that. Oh, I raged. That's right. Yeah, that damage output is huge. Like, it's a giant step up. Also, a little irresponsible to just leave a Hellhound lying around underneath your estate, Columbus, I gotta be honest. Alright, well I could stick with that. That's a big old strength increase. Plus 13 on my attack bonus. As long as I don't keep rolling 1s, I'll be good. Ouch. That's loud. Rats and wererats. Let's see if I can draw some of them out. Hey guys. Oh right, cleave. I forgot I even had that up until this moment. Making all of their saves. Nope, that one didn't. Oh, that's a warrior. Yeah, I really need to focus him. And it's gone already. There's no time at all. There you go. Crits with this thing are just gigantic. It's awesome. I regret having to put down all of these rats, but I haven't been given much of a choice. I might have some sneakier members of their little army here. Ah, great. In the shadows somewhere. Hoping not, since I don't like getting sneak attacked. The regular wererats have not been fighting their whole lives, so they're a little less dangerous than the others. Wonder if Druid gets immune to poison at some level. Or not poison, disease. I'm almost certain they get immunity to poison. Try again. There it is, I knew it. He's stronger than a regular one, but I think he's weaker than one of the warriors would be. Probably even... well, he's probably about equal when it comes to hitting with a regular wererat. If he's a rogue and they're fighters, which is pretty much the default, then that's kind of the setup you'd have there. If he's a couple levels ahead of them, which he definitely is, given his hit points, and the fact that he's a specialized class. He's probably as high level as the warriors are, he's just a rogue, not a fighter. Which would mean he'd probably have close to the same base attack, but without his sneak attacks, likely isn't any more dangerous, just a little tougher. Don't like just leaving traps lying around, but At the moment, I don't have any other way to deal with it, aside from springing it, which there's no real point to. So I'm just going to leave that one there. Sometimes with good characters especially, I make it sort of like a moral thing, right? Where I don't know who's going to come here afterwards, or for what reasons. But this thing would likely kill most ordinary folks, so I should just take the hit so someone else doesn't accidentally. Heavier armor? No. Means if I'm down here more than 3 hours, which I likely will be, I'm gonna have to reapply bull strength. I don't think my regular strength's gonna be enough to carry this stuff out of here. Dealing high damage at low levels is very helpful, though. Ooh, there's some good stuff here. Fortitude into will. That's just jade. And some magical bracers. I could. Where's that ring? Fortitude's 11. Yeah. I like how the resistances actually stack. I miss my paladin on that front. He had a crazy high charisma, and paladins add their charisma modifier to their saving throws, all of their saving throws. So, my paladin has like a 50 fortitude save and up in the like 40s on will and reflex. He's not even good at will and reflex, but the bonuses are just so significant. A sewer. Great. So that will take me to a section of Dark Calimport, which I might as well locate right now. I think you get a little XP for it anyway. 83 for getting to a new region. But I'm not going to explore down there because it's really freaking dangerous. Significantly beyond me. A single dire spider could probably kill 3 of me without breaking a sweat. Maybe that's a little exaggerative, but my point stands that things are dangerous, and they live down there, along with some other bad things. Eventually, I'll get to exploring those, but not before I do pretty much everything above ground. The deep ruins and caves beneath Calimport can be seriously nasty. Ooh. If that's there, that means I should probably alternate this side. Probably. Nope. I only had 2 traps. That's the Circat estate. I think this is actually a way you can get into the estate, or maybe part of it, without being an actual thief, although it'd be tough. Well, I can't do it, so I can't even see what it's got. But when I had someone who could pick locks, I attempted it there. He wasn't a thief, but he had some lock-picking skill. And he was able to attempt it. It had like just a 40 on it. So, I mean, even if you had a... You would need 10 in lockpicks, have to roll a 20 with a thieving lock thingy plus 10, which means unless you're a thief, you're probably going to have to be up around level 12 and always be putting things into lockpicks or something like that. I might be a little wrong, but it'd take a lot, essentially, if you're not a thief. But I think theoretically it's possible, because it didn't say it could not be opened, it just said it was going to be tough. That's the Galata estate. There's a little weird section that is sort of disconnected from a lot of other stuff. Might as well clear it out. There's not a ton of valuables beneath the noble estates. I'm not going to pretend that I don't know what's in this room. there's a secret door. Takes you to a little side quest completion. Worth a little money, a little XP. You just gotta find it. There it is. Vital member of Calimport's criminal underground. Or element. I accidentally found this guy with my paladin when I was first exploring. He's just a criminal. But you learn there's a bounty on his head. If you go to the watch headquarters first, then you would know that first. Acid darts and ice arrows. Curious finds. $75 and $45. I'm assuming $75 is for killing someone that's wanted. And $45 was all he was worth, which is not much. I assumed as someone with a challenging rating, he'd be worth a little more than that. But maybe it's the other way around. 45 for killing him, 75. 45 for killing someone with a bounty. 75 for killing him specifically. I guess I'll know when I claim another bounty. Alright, let's see if I can draw and kill most of these rats. Rats themselves I don't mind. The dire rats are a nightmare. Because of that, they'll disease you. They have good enough attack numbers they usually hit. I'm going to assume you guys have some sneaky folks around here too. Because I don't particularly believe they'd be this lightly defended. Man, they're rolling real well. Well, that one wasn't great. They still hit me anyway. Well, that's pretty much everything here for the time being. The rest of it is separated. Without access to the Galata Estate side, I'm not getting down any further. Okay, so I've cleared the center half, cleared the right half. Let's head over to the left. It's usually the side that I end up ascending on. Which is why I always recommend opening it. Because my preferred method is to come in from the bottom. Yeah, nothing new. Making rat friends out here, though. Being able to communicate with animals around you for information would be pretty huge. Being attacked by wererats. What's going on? Wererats group of us are doing some maintenance work. We were attacked and expect anything of the kind. Friends are being slaughtered as we speak. You're a barbarian. Help us. Yeah, alright. I wonder. Now, if it gives me that, that means that probably my max damage without a crit, not going to be enough to even damage the thing. Try to force the lever. So, snap, the lever moves. Alright, that'll do it. Can I get around the trap if I skirt up top? God, no. Ooh, that's a lot of rats. There we go. Alright. Kill the other dire boy before he diseases me and I'm forced to fix it. Large box, that's handy. Well, let's see where our little rat friend scurried off to. He's a little tougher than the average. Let's put him down. Ooh, plus 12. Ow! Oh, 2 attacks. That's not ideal. That... How much health does he have? Oh, that's bad timing. Great. Oh, blinded him. Nice job. That should give him a major negative to his attacks. Mischance 50%. That's huge. And it looks like it gave him like a -5 on all of his swings. What do you know? That 10% blindness actually made a difference at some point. In other words, all of that throwing my head against the brick wall that was Ramorg amounted to something. Okay, this was one of the larger sections of sewers. There's hidden treasure as well that I know the location of. I'm gonna head back up to the surface, go to the market. Well, actually, I'm gonna go rest. I should not go rest first, because then I'd have to haul all this stuff back to the market. So I'll go to the market, sell everything, head back, rest, pick up the spare weapons and armor, probably head back to the market, sell that stuff, then go to the sewers. It's a little roundabout. This is what you gotta do before you can carry everything in the world. As long as no one tries to mug me along the way, I shouldn't have to worry about health either. I believe breaking down innocent people's stuff constitutes an actual crime and moves you towards evil. Okay, I'm not going to be talking to anyone. I'll just go to the smithy, sell at least the real heavy stuff. Looked at you have known any work for an adventuring barbarian. Not sure if I know anything that's adventurous. I'm always on the look for exotic materials. You adventurers come across strange stuff, so if you find anything like that, like adamantine or mithril, pay you for it. Use a part-time assistant in the shop. Nephew's not supposed to help me. He's not really much of a use as a smith. Fancies himself a poet or something. Yeah, not a smith. If you are a smith, though, you can make some decent money doing that. $501 for those acid darts. That's nice. I suppose most of this doesn't matter. I don't know who... It doesn't matter, honestly, who gives me the best prices. Gonna make so much money, and by the end of the game, most of these guys are probably just gonna be out of money. Did I sell him any of my reagents? No. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to those. I don't know that I'll end up using them for much, if anything. 2d4 points of damage to any undead splashed by it. Yeah, I'll hang on to it. It's probably positive damage. Something they can't resist. If I find some weaker undead, it could end a fight before it begins. Where's my Ring of Scholars? Summoning sticks for earth and fire. Alright, so these... Bull strength, 1 use a day, but it's at level 10. Okay. So that does completely nullify my need for the belt. It also means I can get rid of bull strength, because that one's going to last longer than my cast anyway. More summoning sticks. Let's pop those in with the rest. Okay. So, let's see what he's... Well, actually, no. I'm not going to bother looking through anyone's stock, really, until I return. Awesome. Made it back with no mugging. I'm going to drop off that letter of recommendation just so I'm not carrying it around. This is what we're looking for. Made a good start. You'll need several letters. Yep. Imagine being so snobbish you wouldn't sell your stuff to someone. Just because you didn't, like, I guess kind of like the look of them is what it really boils down to. I guess I can report back to Zerala as well. I've done though, so it wasn't quite as easy as I would have expected. Explain the misunderstanding occurred. Perhaps you try to look less threatening. You have an unfortunate tendency to wave that weapon in people's faces. Though it's strange you weren't given an opportunity to explain yourself. Seemed to have gotten rather paranoid since last time I was there. What'd she say? Said she'd look over what you'd sent, do course send a servant with a response, want to warn the guards about that, so he gets a better reception than I did. Also saw the flaming sword you told me about. Kazuya said that might be something worth researching too. It's a legacy of ancient Jin magic. Makes sense given we discovered. I think Kazuya could research that better than I. She's got the sword right there. I think Columbus would have found out all there was to know about it by this time. Said something about Columbus discouraging inquiries about the sword. No intention of being a source of information. Let's go look to get some information. Have an idea. A historian, expert on Jin period. Anyone would know something about this, he would. His name is Inos Sakar. I have another letter for you to bring to him. 50 gold, just give me a minute. You can offer Shenkarp up to 5,000 gold to research this for me. Just explain the offer. Find him not far from here in a little enclave of mages and scholars, unofficially known as the Scholars' Corner. Gives you directions. Alright, so that's another section of the place I can go to. While I'm here. Yeah, do be aware, reading from there does actually pass several hours. So, my stuff is all gone. Before I sleep. So, let me think. That's just around a level. I could take one with the land. It'd be nice, but I don't really need it at this moment. So, restoration. No healing. Weird. Guess I could take Flame Lash. That only holds an animal. Charm a person or an animal. Personal reputation of the caster is improved by 50%. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. I really don't. Blood Frenzy would give me an extra rage, basically. I'll just take Flame Lash for the time being. Maybe it'll come in handy. It'll definitely be a little more dangerous at higher levels. 1d6 per 3 caster levels above level 3. No upper limit on that. So that can become, like most of the level spells for powerful casters, that can become pretty strong. And now I can use this map. I don't know exactly what triggers it. Maybe it's leaving the Noble Estate, but it basically lets you fast travel from here. Alright, so let's go check the stock of the smith. I won't need to buy a magical weapon. which is nice. Saves me a little money. So I can talk to this guy first. Seems to be muttering to himself. The nearby sign every now and then turning to glare at the nearby sign advertising the Steel Shaper Smithy. Stinking dwarves, how I hate them. If some sort of problem, maybe it can help. Problems everyone thinks dwarves smiths like these Steel Shapers are good. Smiths like me get driven out of work because of it. Sick of people thinking my craftsmanship is inferior because of my race. I don't suppose you could change those attitudes. There might be something else you could do for me. Planning on doing some mischief to teach those 2 dwarves who work in the smithy a lesson. I could use your help. Trapdoor next to me leads to the home of these dwarves. They like to live underground. I stole a key that will let me in, but it turns out they have an earth elemental guarding the place. Goes to show what those greedy dwarves are, going to such lengths to stop thieves. I was ready to face something, Lilka, that. I would point that out as a mistype, but I think that's just because he's bad at talking. You adventurers do that sort of thing all the time. Sure, you could kill it or sneak past it. Has you done that? Go through the place, smashed to bits a half dozen pieces of furniture. I think I want to get involved in your little vendetta. That's a long sign. I don't think anyone's going to stop and read that. Welcome to Steel Shaper Smithy. If you lack armor weaponry, quality befitting your stature, or fine dwarven craftsmanship can supply the lack. I expect you've chosen to bestow your patronage on us as well as the advertisement outside. As I who wrote that. As a student of literature, I endeavor to see that our advertisement has a necessary flair. Uncle Thorix the Smith, I merely assist his labors. My uncle does not grasp the essential nature of advertising. He said the belief work of sufficient quality speaks for itself. Fair. Alas, that it cannot be so. In any event, I assist him there as well as at the forge. That, however, is but a sideline. My poetry is my real work. Dwarven Smith poet. I guess a half-orc druid like me, not in a position to call that strange. They give you an actual, specific response for being that combination. That's pretty neat. Good morals in either of us, no doubt abound. How may we have service? No new work for an adventure. Perhaps not your usual sort of work. Mark an adventurer to travel much and seek out many wondrous things. If in the course you were to come across a compilation of the poems of Wraithak Mar, provide you considerable recompense for it. Alright. Now, let's see what you got. So, Lesser Watchman's Helm. 3 on each. I'll take it. I like to get that concentration debuff out of the way, even though it is worth more hearing power. Okay, so breastplate +1, 5 and 1. Yeah, they're basically identical, right? Yeah. So no point in changing that. Magic battle axe. Mine's better anyway. Ring resistance +2 for a buttload of money. Fortitude +3. I can't really afford any of his good stuff here. Scabbard of Enhancement. That's a pretty neat one. Bunch of charges of various weapon enhancements. He's not the only source of those in the game, but I'll eventually have my hands on some of those. Can't afford a lot from him, but I'm not really here for the smith. Careful with that weapon? No. I'm a barbarian. We don't do careful. Slave merchant hawks his wares with a whip in his hand. Slaves for sale, healthy and hard-working slaves. If someone said today, you get a fine slave for only $8.99 gold. I just spent more money. What did I even buy? The helmet. I spent more money on a single helmet than he's selling a person for. A lot more. I could buy all of them for less money than that. Buying selling human beings is a vile practice. You'd be ashamed of participating. Not really a good guy, but what are you gonna do? Sam Quinn's magic shop. Potions, wands, spell scrolls, mage robes. Shop will also offer good price to anyone seeking to sell reagents and spell components. Yeah, that wouldn't be super handy to most folks, but it is to me. Sign outside, you would pay well. Found some magical reagents. Good price. You get a little XP, but it's mostly just the gold. Need a wide variety of strange materials to make potions and other magical items. There's also a wide variety of strange materials that ends up getting dumped in the sewers. Some of it I could use. Difficulty is extract it what's useful, separating it from what's sewage. I put a machine in the sewers beneath my shop. The process is sewer water. It's turning out what I can't use, pumping what I can up here. So how does this involve me? Something's gone wrong with it. Not sure what. It was actually my brother who designed it for me. Unfortunately, neither he nor my brother Finblim, something adventure like you, is in Calimport right now. Maybe you could assist me with the machine instead. Machine stopped working recently. Nothing's being pumped up anymore. I need to find out why. Do not venture into the sewers because of the wererats. Heard about that. You should be able to face them. Be willing to reward you to enter them. Find out what's happened to my machine. Pay you something. A lot more if you can manage to get the machine working again. Alright. And what have you got for sale? Right. Put that over there. Magic stuff. Yeah, nothing I need on that front. All kinds of spells. I'm assuming very few of them are going to be compatible with a druid. Unfortunately, I can't cast Endurance either. Magical Alteration and Defense. These are like that book in the ruins, you can read them. They don't provide much to someone without magical powers. If I had that much money to burn, though, they'd provide a little XP, which is better than nothing. The Tailor. Looking for fine clothing, come to the right place. Regular gauntlets of ogre power. 10 grand. That's worth it, though. Some spell resistance on that. Boots of Strident +2, also 10 grand. Greater gloves of animal handling. 986? Yeah, I'll take it. Deflection and universal saving throws. That's handy. I like those cloaks. Yeah, I can't go anywhere in here without him getting upset. Give a discount to a druid, fellow wanderer of the wilds. I think I could do that. Let's see what you have then. Cool. I have a discount, probably close to nothing. Constitution and dodge modifier. That's cool. I like that. Balanced hands, ambidexterity 2 up in fighting. That's a handy one too. Just regular gloves of animal handling. Nah. Elven cloak, dexterity and hide. If I were just a druid, I think I'd like that. But given that I'm wearing medium armor, it's not going to matter much anyway. Nothing I need to worry about on that front. Spike growth. Cool. Quill fire. Poisonous quills at a target, doing 1d8 points of damage. +1 per 2 levels the caster, up to +5. Inflicting scorpion venom on the target if they fail a fortitude save. It's a level 3 spell. So when I touch, you infest the target with mag-like creatures, deal 1 to 4 points of temporary constitution damage each round. Each round the subject makes a new fortitude save, spell until the target succeeds at its saving throw. Alright, so he's got a lot of druid spells. I'll learn more about them in time when I actually get them. Choose this item first. The following effects on one's animal companion for a duration of 1 turn for each user level. Cold damage to attacks, cold damage resistance, regeneration around, and haste. 1 turn each of the user's level. That's pretty cool. Man, you can really juice up your animals with those things, which would be why they're 7 grand a piece. Alright, neat. Nothing for me yet, but I'll keep it in mind. That's produce, don't need that. What do you have? All kinds of other stuff. He's probably more a miscellaneous kind of guy. It's the same stuff as the other Helm of Awareness, but it looks a little different. Mantle of Wisdom, Deflection, and Wisdom. I might end up using that. Strength and Stamina. Strength and Constitution. Ah, that's a nice belt. Crazy expensive. Nothing for me there. Amulet of the Master. Amulet of Toughness. Fortitude. Natural AC modifier. Deflection and Will. That's also deflection, so I won't have to get those rings, because if I'm going to use these cloaks anyway, that'd be better for me. I can use a different kind of ring. Some other stuff. So these for most other random classes that you're not going to find somewhere else. Just going to stand around Gawk, and you're going to buy something. Don't think I'm just going to do any favors in the price, just because we're both half-orcs. Your blood looks a little attenuated to me. Hardly see more Krish at all. You lie. Thungar be ferocious orc blood. Let me see what you got. Mr. Gaunts of Ogre Power, Sword, Play, trash stuff. All kinds of other things I don't need. Basic Guide to Combat Tactics. 88 for 166 XP. That's pretty nice. Wooden stakes. If I need to kill some vampires, I will be back. Okay. I don't know who is talking. They need to be quiet. Points. Yeah, that's a big deal. I need whatever armor class bonuses I can get, since I can't use a shield. But I believe this is natural, right? Natural armor bonus star? Yeah, so I don't think other natural bonuses stack with it. I'll have to check that at some point, once I get my hands on a natural armor class necklace or something. We'll see if there's a difference with it. Well, I cleared out the noble sewers faster than I thought I would. Hopefully I can get through the merchant ones as well. That'd be convenient. Merchant sewers aren't that big. Most of the area is comprised of getting the pieces to that machine, because it's been torn up a lot. I wonder if it'll get exhausting spending most of the game looking like this. A lot of trash has been heaped together. Search through it. Found a mechanical part. I don't think I'll go through Rajar's place. I've already lost enough stuff. I guess I'm not all that worried about going chaotic. I'm really not. So I could go over there. I was thinking, because... Whoa. You have some pretty limited options with it. Either you take it to the guards, you go there to join Rajar's place, or you can like go in and try to attack it, I think. I don't know how well that would go either. I rolled a 1. Again. That's 20 points of acid damage from these buggers that I didn't have to tolerate. Ow. Another trapdoor, which leads to another section of Dark Calimport. This one's a little more cavey, not as ruiny as the last one. I might as well burn through these as much as I want. They're cheap and semi-useful. Okay, same information. Yeah. Broken bridge. So I've only found one arm to that thing so far, I think. Oh, wow. I got an attack of opportunity on the dire rat. And I don't think I see another one in here. That's ideal. Nice. Another arm to the thing. Bridge has been broken, making the other side complicated. You might be able to leap across. That could be difficult. There's a coil of rope line nearby you might be able to throw across and hook onto something, enabling you to swing across. A final, if unpleasant option would be just swim across. Swim across success is certain, provided you're not carrying too much weight, but you'll get much smaller XP reward. Charisma will be reduced, as you will be covered in sewage, for 24 hours, or until rested or restored, and there's a chance you'll get a disease. Yikes. Attempt to leap. Strength check will be penalized for every 20 pounds of weight in your inventory. You wish to temporarily discard some gear. Failure of the check may impose penalties similar to swimming. Stay on this side for now. Okay, so I'm going to want to clear out as much space as possible here. Okay, That's pretty significant. I got 200 pounds of free space. Jump! That was a fail. Jump falls short, plunge into the sewage, or swept back by the current, grab a plank of the bridge before you drown, or able to climb up to where you started. Okay, let me try this again. Because I don't think I have anything else that will really improve my strength higher, so I should probably just take some more gear off. There. Okay, so that's a 5. I now have under 100. Was that the difference? No. That worked. The rope worked. Alright. Watch there be nothing of value over here either, except for maybe another mechanical part. Strange sludge. Trash piled up in the corner appears to be coated with some sort of strange slimy mess. When you go to examine it, to your horror, it starts rolling off, coming towards you. I evaded it. Nice. Well, I got a slime. Slimes are gnarly. This one doesn't seem to be that dangerous. Good, and I'm resisting its acid damage at least. It's only got a +3 to hit. Okay, so it does have to roll pretty good. It has to roll a 19 or a 20, I think, to hit me then. And Ichor from slimes is another reagent, so killing slimes is at least worth something. I know most of them don't like fire or cold. I think they're kind of indifferent to electricity, and acid usually is not going to cause anything more than minor discomfort to any kind of slime or sludge. There's a mechanical part. Okay, don't make me check anything to get to the other side. Somehow, with a 14 dexterity, I was able to make that. Prepare to investigate the apparatus for you. Hear a noise behind you. Yep, they were the ones that sabotaged it, of course. Ooh, these are some gnarly wererats, I think. Okay. If the vicious one stays behind, I might be able to actually do something here. So that one's like a sneaky wererat. Oh, he raged, but it wore off in a single round. Good. How did I do 20? Oh, 20 is my max. Utility knife. -1 enhancement, +1 in craft trap, disable trap, open lock, set trap. Cool. Turn it on. Okay, well I have protection against that. I figured I'd fail at those. Oh, there's a trap there. I somehow evaded. Alright, well the rats told me that hidden treasure is more defended. Or is known to be dangerous, because none of the other creatures in the sewers are going to go over there. I'll stop by Rajar's. I get the feeling that if I choose to attack them, I'm not going to be able to get very far before they lock me out, because they have some pretty good layers of defense. I endeared myself to them with my evil character. I couldn't do much, because I wasn't a rogue, but I could use their fence operation, and I could freely walk around the place. But I believe I saw an option that was like, now that I'm within your ranks, I can destroy you. So we'll see. At least since I've now been here, well, I haven't. This is an ambush zone. Something else is in here. Bombardier beetles. I've got some acid resistance. Had some acid resistance. How is it that I roll a 1 every single encounter with these things? I just get 2 attacks? Of course you would. I keep forgetting to bring my animal companion in on the action, too. Potion of Lesser Restoration? I'll take it. Yeah, it can be dangerous traveling around. Okay, Rajar's. Found his hideout. So now, even if I do turn over the map, I can return here. So, the defensive procedures they had was... They had a Cleric of Mask, I believe. Maybe it was Shar, but I'm pretty sure it was Mask. Cast some sort of alignment detection spell to determine if I should be allowed inside or not. I only had to say the password to get in the first door, but they have a second lockup. In that first room is just one Cleric and like a Bouncer. Pretty much, well, he's an Enforcer, not really a Bouncer. And I think before they let you in is the only time that you have a chance to actually try to attack. So I think if you go with the Vigilante route, you're not going to get very far, but I might be able to kill a couple of them, and then maybe turn it over. But it could lock me out of turning it over if I go through that door, too. Not sure. I would have done it as a Paladin, but you get chaotic points for doing any kind of Vigilante justice. At least where you strike first. For that reason, I wasn't even able to attack a Red Wizard, who I probably should have. I do kind of wish bark skin only went on your skin, not all your gear. So on the other side calls out, speak to password. Jarash. Hi. Who are you? What business do you have here? Need the password. I don't recognize you. How'd you find your way here? Here to purge the city of your evil. So that makes it very much our business. You can either give us an explanation, or you can leave by having your corpse dumped in the sewage. point towards good. Man, I'm 3 off in both directions. Figured I'd get some chaotic for this. The other guy's just chilling. Ooh! Two crits in a row. That is unfortunate for you. I didn't get an attack of opportunity there. Found my way to the hideout. Will remember my way here. I have no more need for the paper. However, my attempt to gain access and violence seems to be no way in. I can get through the inner door. I should still take the paper to the watch. Okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. I didn't even get any chaotic points. I might when I turn it in. So my paladin could have done that. Alright, let's head back to the market. At least the rats are friendly. News about the contraption. Sabotaged by wererats, ripped out some critical components. Damage was too great to be easily repaired. I figured the sort of thing might have happened. If the sewers ever become safer, I'll have to take a look at it myself. Suppose any repairs will have to wait till then. You've identified the problem. Here's a little payment. You managed to find any that torn out parts. They would not be easy to replace. Yes, here they are. Releasing all the wererats was a very dangerous task, one that not just any barbarian could have handled. Yeah. I'm sure he didn't pick up on it, and was definitely not just intentionally ignoring my attempts to get more money. Utility knife, is it worth it? A little bit at least. Okay, let's head back to the noble estates. I'll get some rest again. Incidentally, all my stuff just wore off. I'm already decently close to leveling up again. I'm already level 6. It doesn't seem like it, because of the split thing. But even going up as a druid seems to give me a little bit of an attack bonus, which is very helpful. I noticed that she changes outfits pretty much every time. Did I take these? I did not. Alright, I'm just about done with this one. I'm thinking I want to go to the temple next. Although, no, I'll go to the watch. I'm going to go to the market, sell all this stuff. And then probably end it here. So I think I'll go to the watch district, turn over all that stuff, but I'll probably end up searching through the other locations before I go back to Hamad and report. I'll take that. Sash of Shimmering is pretty handy. Okay. So I'm going to end this one here then. We got a couple things to do in the watch. Once I'm done there, I think I'll either head to Scholar's Corner or the Temple. Probably Scholar's Corner first. It's a small area, not a whole lot to do. The Temple's got a bit more content in it, and so that'll take me a bit of time. But I'll get those varied things done, and then go report back to Hamad. Although, there might be some other stuff to do before I do that, depending on what else happens. Because side quests can open up areas too, like the poetry. Well, maybe not the poetry. You get the poetry at the Scholar's Corner, as you might assume. But I know there's a specific other district you get access to as part of a different quest. We'll see where I go after that. Alright, but for now, that is all. So I'm going to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.